afternoon to all of you. So first, I would like to thank you for everyone here present because you are making the time to be here. So we're going to keep this short and simple. We are going to talk about phishing. So my name is Ain. I am from Network Security Center, which is a unit under Network Surveillance Department. Together here with me is Diyana, who is also presenting together with me for today's presentation. We'll just get started. So this today's what we are going to talk about today. So we are going to talk about phishing, the types of phishing, the dangers of phishing attack, and my friend over here will share on tips on detecting phishing, and we have our own anti-phishing email, and also we will, by the end of this presentation we will have a quiz, and we will give a special prize for the highest mark. So we'll keep this simple and not that formal. This is just knowledge sharing. Okay, so before I start the presentation, we will see the video first.
Internet phishing is a financial scam. Online criminals will try to trick you into revealing your personal information by appearing to be from legitimate sources, such as your bank. Don't be your victim. Don't click on the link provided in the spam email. Always type your online banking web address yourself. Never reveal your personal PIN, usernames, passwords, and credit card details. Your bank will never ask for confidential information. Don't buy your pay. If you have doubts, contact us. Call 1-300-885465 or email bnntelelink@bnn.gov.my.
Okay, that is a video about phishing. Actually, the video already summarized what is phishing all about. I think we quite understand what is phishing. So phishing is a fraudulent attempt, usually made through email, to trick people to reveal the credential information. So the goal of phishing is, by the end of it, they got something out of you. They got personal information. Usually attackers of phishing, they impersonate as well-known organization to ask from personal information such as the credit card number, account number, login name, and password. So usually in a phishing mail, let's say that you got an email from your bank or from a government agency saying that there is something that you need to do. There is something happening to your account, so you have to log in and put some credential in, and then it will redirect you to another website. Usually, the website is the fake website. So, however, However, the information that is given is not going to the bank or going to the legitimate institution, but they go to the hackers. Then we are going to talk about the types of phishing. So the types of phishing, the most common one is the deceptive phishing. So the deceptive phishing is the phishing that the usual phishing that we have always receive via email. It is like an attacker, they just blast an email and whoever got it and whoever just trick into giving the personal information. So this is the kind of deceptive phishing, the usual one. And then another type of phishing is spear phishing. Spear phishing, unlike deceptive phishing, whereby deceptive phishing they just give an email to random people to mass email sent out. But spear phishing it targets specific individual instead of a wide group of people. Usually the attackers of this kind of phishing, they make research. They do research their victims, their potential victims. They research on social media or other sites, open source that is available online. In that way, they can customize and tailor their attack specifically to you. Usually, this happens like in a company whereby you got this kind of email, and let's say that the email come from your superior or asking for something, and so you log in and give your credential. The next type of phishing is whaling. So whaling is the same. It's the same as the spear phishing. The difference is because whale is a big fish. The big fish means that whaling targets on top people, top level management like CEO or such etc. Something like that. This is because high level people usually have great access to great deal of company information. Okay, then another type of phishing that we're going to discuss is on farming. So similar to phishing, farming is also bring user to foreign website that appears to be legitimate. However, in this case, it doesn't have necessarily to be from an email. So let's say that in farming, it means that the attacker first have already infect your computer, your PC or your laptop, and already have infected it. So even if you go to a web browser and you type in the correct URL to go to your, let's say, mybank2you. So you type in mybank2you.com. However, because your PC has already been infected, so it will redirect you to the website, the fraudulent website. So it will just key in as usual, but it is not the original website of the same bank. Okay, so right now we are going on the dangers of phishing attacks. So the most obvious one is of course financial loss, because we have given our information, personal information, so they will have access to our bank account. And then of course there's identity theft and erosion of public trust in the internet. This one, such as the advanced FPT and ransomware, often starts with phishing, because this one we can say that for example, in an email, in a phishing email, let's say that we have to click on a link and there is an attachment, but there is not necessarily just to bring you to another website or just to bring you to a fraudulent website, but it can also download the malicious software along, and it can be a start of a network attack such as ransomware. And then the end is internet fraud, which will increase of cyber criminals who will commit cybercrime. So right now we are going to discuss on, oh, there is another video. Okay, this video will also explain a little bit on the tips to detect phishing that will also be explained by my team over here.
Most of the stuff you can find on the web is good and can be useful. But just as in the offline world, you also need to watch out for the occasional bad. In the offline world, if a stranger offers you some candy, you know better than to take it. The same principle applies online. If someone offers you a discount coupon, asks you to take a survey to win a free smartphone, or tells you that you want a trip to Hawaii, you should be suspicious of the content and the intention behind it. Social engineering is a technical term for content that tricks you into revealing personal information, like your login details or credit card number. Social engineering attacks can happen over email, ads, or web pages. Some attacks can be pretty easy to spot. Remember the rich friends who want to transfer millions of dollars to your account? But others can be sophisticated and pretty convincing. So let's talk about some steps you can take to avoid online scams. One of the most common ways to trick users is through email. Social engineering emails look like they're from a legitimate source, but they're not. For example, an email may claim to be from a bank and say that your banking account has been compromised, and you must quickly email them your password to avoid having one stolen. It's important to remember, never send personal information over email unless you're absolutely sure who you're sending it to. The attackers will use every trick in the book to make you believe that the address in an email is legitimate, faking the from address to make it look like it's from someone you know. So don't use the reply address in the message unless you're sure who the sender is, and don't click on links in the email. Instead, open a new window and type in the official website of the bank or company in question and find the contact address. Social engineering can also happen when you visit a web page. Scammers will generate a sense of urgency and create websites that look similar to sites that you already use. That's why, when visiting a web page, pay close attention to the page's URL, because attackers will often make this URL look similar to that of a genuine site. Before you enter any personal information on a web page, check the URL to make sure it starts with HTTPS and is preceded by a blocked padlock icon. Other types of scams can trick you into downloading malware or unwanted software that may harm your device or steal your personal information. A website or an ad cannot detect if your machine is compromised. If you see a message while browsing saying that your computer is infected and asking you to download software, you should be suspicious. Remember to always download software from reputable sources. Now you know what social engineering is, as well as steps you can take to avoid online scams. And remember, if something looks too good to be true, it probably isn't.
Okay, next Diyana will talk about the tips.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. Saya akan kongsikan tips-tips untuk detect phishing. Okay, first kita sendiri kena sentiasa be suspicious. Sama ada website tu tak secure ataupun tiba-tiba kita dapat email mengenai warning of sudden stolen information ataupun email tu appears to be from an government agency. Sebagai contoh, macam ni kita boleh tengok dia kata from bank negara, tapi bila kita tengok email tu dia kata alliance.wildcats.unh.edu. So suspicious kan. So jangan percaya. Ini adalah antara phishing scams yang berlaku. And then second is personal information request. Okay, certain they impersonate online banking and then they request for personal information. Sesebuah bank takkan meminta personal information melalui email, ataupun kalau dia minta pun dia akan minta menggunakan nama sebenar kita, and then dia akan address kita mengikut kita punya panggilan sebenar, sama ada Miss ataupun Mr. Sebagai contoh, dia impersonate online banking. Tapi kalau kita tengok dekat URL www.diatamacommunications.com, instead instead of maybanktoyou.com.my. Tips ketiga adalah bila phishing tu menggunakan post spelling dan grammar, tapi ada sebab kenapa phishers sengaja menggunakan spelling dan grammar yang salah. Okay. Sebab pertama, dia nak filter out smart users and then tinggalkan gullible users je. Sebab gullible users lagi senang untuk ditipu menggunakan phishing. And then second, sebab spam script tu di recycle daripada sebelum successful script yang berjaya. And then so error tu tak dibetulkan sebab memang dah berjaya, dia berjaya tipu orang. And then tetapi phishing scam, certain phishing scam dia tak ada typo langsung dan legit. Memang sebab dia nak menipu lagi ramai orang walaupun yang educated users. Sebagai contoh, ini adalah contoh email yang menggunakan post spelling dan grammar. Sebagai contoh macam kita tengok kat sini, W dia besar, and then if you Y dia besar. And then the first is misleading domain name. Sebagai contoh, apple.maliciousdomain.com. Kalau kita tengok, yang ini adalah sebenarnya subdomain, and then ini adalah domain name dia sebenar. Tapi kalau kita buka browser dalam phone, dia punya URL tu kecil, so nanti kita akan dapat apple. Instead of apple.maliciousdomain.com. And then ni cara ni boleh memberdayakan internet users yang jarang tahu mengenai subdomain lah. Contoh macam ni, users tu dia nak pergi Facebook tapi sebenarnya dia pergi infono.com. Mismatch URL. Okay, sebagai contoh, kalau ni sepatutnya dia datang daripada Adobe Reader, tapi bila kita hover mouse kita, pointer ke atas link yang diberikan, dia akan keluar link yang lain. So ini adalah cara untuk detect lah sebenarnya adalah phishing ni. Dan keenam ialah gunakan common sense. Seperti contoh, kalau kita tiba-tiba je menang kontes yang kita tak pernah masuk, ataupun tiba-tiba kita mendapat duit daripada jenis stranger, seperti seorang makcik yang tak ada waris, dia nak bagi duit dekat dia punya dekat siapa dia, ataupun Nigerian Prince, ataupun Nigerian Prince yang tiba-tiba nak bagi duit dekat siapa-siapa yang tak kenal pun sebenarnya. Okay, sebagai contoh, okay, ni target dia kemungkinan adalah unemployed person. Contoh, kita boleh tengok kat sini, dia offer flat wage from 1,500 to 700 per month. Ini akan tapi kalau unemployed person tu dia kena ni lah, fahamlah yang tu deals tu sound too good to be true. And then tips yang ketujuh adalah menggunakan, bila dia menggunakan urgent ataupun threatening language yang akan menyebabkan users tu rasa sense of urgency, macam dia kena buat something untuk menyelesaikan masalah yang kononnya datang daripada email tu. Sebagai contoh, dia kata your account has been suspended by Netflix. Tapi macam tadi saya cakap, kita boleh tengoklah daripada email dia, netflix@rightclickeg.com. Sepatutnya kemungkinan besar dia akan datang daripada alliance netflix.com. Dan yang ke-8 adalah unknown source attachment. Okay. Ini adalah phishing tactic yang biasa. Tapi kalau macam mana kita nak tahu yang tu adalah malicious attachment? So kita kena baca dulu. Kita boleh baca, tapi kita jangan klik lah pada attachment yang dibagikan tu. And then bila kadang-kadang dia minta kita punya script receipt. Kalau dia minta script receipt tu, kalau tertekan yes, maksudnya kita bagi tahu yang email kita tu legit. So itu salah satu kelemahan lah. Ini sebagai contoh attachment yang kononnya datang daripada method. And then nombor 9, website tu nak secure. Okay. Luckily every site that ask for our sensitive data, dia akan pakai HTTPS. Tapi HTTPS tu bermaksud secure connection sahaja, iaitu secure socket layers. Itulah maksud S dekat belakang HTTPS. Tapi tak bermaksud semua HTTPS website adalah selamat. Dia ada certain yang phishing website pun dia pakai HTTPS juga. Sebagai contoh macam ni. Ini adalah phishing website. Jadi kita tengok dia punya URL, tapi sebenarnya bukan CIMB klik. Contoh yang tips yang ke-10 adalah kita boleh tengok sendirilah website tu memang tak betul. Kita nampak macam kenapa interface ni macam kita tampal je, macam ataupun tiba-tiba je dia minta nombor IC kita. So macam faham-faham sendirilah. Kita contoh ni, kenapa dia minta nombor IC kita padahal macam pelik je lah segambar kan. Lepas tu dia punya URL pun tak betul. Itu saja. Anti-phishing ialah satu inisiatif oleh MCMC NSC untuk collect phishing email dan website reputation untuk membantu menghalang people becoming victims of phishing scam. MCMC NSC juga collaborate dengan ISP seluruh Malaysia dan seluruh negara untuk mengurangkan phishing site. Kalau ada dapat sebarang email ataupun phishing link, bolehlah hantar kepada kami. Forwardkan saja ke phishing@cmc.gov. Saya serahkan tadi.
Okay, sebenarnya itu sahaja. Tapi bukan itu sahaja. Kita belum habis lagi. Okay, lepas kita dah belajar kita tahu apa itu phishing, jenis-jenis phishing. Lepas tu kita dah tahu sedikit tentang tips-tips untuk detect phishing. So kita akan pergi ke quiz. Okay, semua orang ada smartphone. Semua orang ada smartphone.
Office tak bagi pun smartphone.
Saya tak boleh menjawab. So boleh buka lah kahoot.ai. Buka kat browser masing-masing.
Sambil-sambil korang register Kahoot tu kan, kita ada IBTF tau, Internet Banking Platform, which is MCMC tu dia punya one of the member lah. Ada dengan bank dengan PDRN. Tak nampak